how we can find out the oxidation state. So we know this thing that there are some common oxidation states which generally exist. Okay, but there is some exceptions also, because at that time with one compound the oxidation state of and that atom is different, but with another compound the oxidation state is different. It depends on donation and acceptance of the electron, right? So we can't say that the oxidation state is fixed for an element. It depends on how the element is behaving. It accepting the electron, it's donating the electron. So there are some common oxidation state. Like any element, F, Fe, O2, S8, like the single atomic elements generally have zero oxidation state. Mostly जितनी भी आपकी gases होती हैं, all gases like O2, N2, H2, right? The oxidation state initially is zero unless until they are not combining with some other element. Okay, so whenever the diatomic elements exist, the oxidation state will be zero. Oxygen in any compound -2 except in peroxide H2O2, N2O2, then oxygen atom has oxidation state is -5. Or in F2O, then the oxygen atom has oxidation state of +4. So it actually depend on what is happening with the compound. Either oxygen is donating its electron or accepting the electron, where at that time the oxidation state or oxidation number vary, right? Fluorine in any compound has minus because it's being electronegative, its tendency to accept the electron, so its electronic this oxidation number will be -1. Hydrogen in any compound except whenever it combined with the metal hydrides, because whenever hydrogen combined with the alkali metals it form hydride, and alkali metals are more stable than hydrogen. So what happened, they just enforce the hydrogen to donate its electron. At that time the oxidation number of hydrogen will change. For example, this NaH, this is also a metal hydride, LiH, there the oxidation state of hydrogen will be -1. Okay, because metal has greater tendency to lose its electron. Okay, and highly reactive metals can enforce the hydrogen to donate its electron. Either this is the opposite behavior of the hydrogen, because it also has a tendency to donate the electron, but at that time the oxidation number will be changed. Chlorine, bromine, iodine, the negative oxidation state is bonded to the less electronegative, example NaCl, here -1. Positive oxidation state is bonded with the more electronegative element. Example, ClO negative. Here Cl is +1 because oxygen is more negative. There, oxygen can enforce the chlorine to donate its electron. That is why the oxidation number is +1 here. Because whenever the chlorine combined with oxygen, the like oxidation state of chlorine will be positive. Here with ClO3, then the oxidation state of Cl will be +5. So there is one question, how this oxidation number changes. When it combined with one oxygen, it is +1. When it combined with the three oxygen, it is +5. How it get changed? This will understand now that how the oxidation state can be calculated. So how we can find out the oxidation state? For example, hydrogen in H2O, nitrogen, oxidation state of nitrogen in NH4, S, oxidation state of S in H2O3 2 negative, chromium Cr2O7 2 negative. So we'll take simple to complex. Okay, let's just start with the water molecule. How you can find out the oxidation state of H in H2 molecule. Okay, so let the oxidation state be X. So there is a one simple formula. Sum of all the oxidation state of element is equal to overall charge on the molecule ion n. Okay, and this is known as the average oxidation state. Okay, so in NH4, let's just start, sorry. In H2O, what happened? Hydrogen, two hydrogen molecules combined with oxygen, one oxygen. So oxidation state of oxygen is what? -2. We know this thing that. And hydrogen we have to find out. So 2 is the number of molecules, two hydrogen are combining. X is the oxidation state of hydrogen as we have assumed before. We don't know it, we have to calculate it. So let the oxidation state of hydrogen be x. So 2 into x plus oxidation state of oxygen, and we have only single molecule here, so minus 2. So when we just solve it, what happened, we'll find that will be equal to 0, and we'll find that x, the value of x is minus 1, sorry, plus 1. So n, the H2O, the oxidation state is plus 1. Correct. Let's just go to NH4. Let the oxidation state of N, nitrogen will be X. So N is number of one molecule. So X plus 4 molecules into plus 1. We know the oxidation state of hydrogen is plus 1. And if you calculate it, you will able to find out what? It will be minus 3. Okay. Means overall charge. What is the overall charge here? Plus 1. So this is ion. Overall charge is like ion. In water, we don't have any overall charge. This is not a ion. If ionic condition will be there, then overall charge will be put it as after the equal to, right? Now we have overall charge is plus 1. That is why this plus 1 is here. And we will find out this. Okay. Now S in S2O32 negative. Let the oxidation state of S be X. Okay, so S, number of molecule of S are 2, number of molecules of oxygen is 3, and overall charge is minus 2. So 2x plus 3 minus 2 is equal to minus 2. And when we just solve it out, what will get? Minus 2. Okay. Next is Cr2O7, 2 negative. The oxidation state of chromium initially be X. So 2 molecules means 2 into X, 7 minus 2, and overall charge is minus 2. When we just solve it out, we'll get the value of this. X will be minus X, means the oxidation state of chromium here is minus 6. Let's just take another example. For example, this MnO4 negative plus 5Fe2 positive gives like plus H positive, 8H positive gives Mn2 positive, Fe3 positive, and H2O. So what is the change in oxidation state? Here from plus 7 it goes to 2. If you find out the oxidation state is plus 7 here, and it goes to 2. From here plus 2 to it goes to plus 3. Okay, so how you can find out the oxidation state of Mn here? How we'll know what is the oxidation state of 7? So first calculate the oxidation state of Mn be X. You have to calculate it. X plus 4 in minus 2 is the oxygen is equal to 1. Overall charge will be X is equal to this. So manganese is reduced from oxidation state of plus 7 to Mn4 to plus 2 in Mn2 positive. Okay, so manganese is reducing itself. Okay, so while iron is oxidized from oxidation state to plus 2 in Fe2 positive to plus 3 in Fe3 positive. So it gets reduced, MnO4 is get reduced, and F get oxidized. Okay. Limitations of oxidation number. The main limitation of oxidation number is that the oxidation number cannot be assigned a particular species. Means there will be a no fixed oxidation number. We can't assign anything. It depends on how it behave, how it is behaving when it combined with metals, it combined with non-metals, it combined with anything. So the oxidation number get changed. Okay. The secondary limitation is that in recent past, it has been found out that the oxidation process is visualized as a decrease in electron density and reduction process as an increase in electron density around the atom involved in the reaction. So this is also a reason, because there's a change of electron density that shows that it is reduction is there or oxidation is there. Okay. Next, paradox of fractional oxidation number. I have just already told you the fractional oxidation number or the average. Whenever combined with, for example, we know this thing that the oxidation state of carbon is plus 4. It varies. When it combined with the non-metals, it is plus 4. When it combined with the non-metals, the oxidation state will be minus 4. Plus 4 minus 4. But in C3O2, here the oxidation state is 4 by 3. Okay, and Br3O8, here the oxidation state is 16 by 3. into H4O6. Here the oxidation state of sodium will be 2.5. So we can't say this thing that the oxidation state will be in simple numbers. It can be in fractions also. So that these are known as the fractional oxidation numbers. So fractional oxidation state has often used to represent the average oxidation state of several atoms of the same elements in a structure. Okay, Br3O2O8 has an oxidation state of 16/3, whereas it actually possesses the oxidation state plus 4 and plus 6. Simultaneously, in other elements, there is a difference. So, similarly, trisulfate ion exhibits oxidation state of plus 5 and 0, and hence the average of the fractional oxidation state is 2.5. So, in reality, plus 5 and plus 5 is the oxidation state. Similarly, the carbon superoxide experience a fractional oxidation state of 4 by 3, whereas each carbon has an oxidation state of plus 2 and plus 2. Right? Now, redox reaction. So, in a chemical reaction, the oxidation reaction and reduction reaction always occur together. That is why this is known as the oxidation reduction reaction, and the abbreviation is like redox. Redox means reduction and oxidation reaction. So in a redox reaction occurs transferring of electrons from the substance that undergo oxidation to the substance that undergo reduction. Therefore, the redox reaction is always the reaction of transformation of electrons. So special characteristics of redox reaction is the oxidation number change. Change is oxidation number. Change of oxidation number will be there. So in oxidation, losing of electron. It means whenever an element loses its electron, it means that increasing of oxidation number will be there. For example, Fe2 donates its electron, one electron, and become Fe3. So that is a increase in oxidation number. That is why it is oxidation. Reduction means gaining of electron. The vice versa reaction. Fe3 gain its electron, one electron, and become Fe2 positive. So what? That is the decrease in oxidation number. The chemical reaction that does not expose oxidation number change, increasing or reduction. These are known as the non-redox reaction. Generally, there is a change in the reactions. Okay, so but whenever there is no change in the oxidation number, these are known as non-redox reactions. Okay, this is the example of redox reaction. Copper is the change in Cu combined with oxygen, and when react with hydrogen, what happens? CuH2O will form. The change in oxidation number will be 2 positive to 0, and here the change in oxidation number is 0 to plus 1. So this is a redox reaction. So total changing in number of hydrogen is plus 2, and because two molecules are combining, and in oxygen is from plus 2 to 0. So in redox reaction, the total number of increasing of oxidation in oxidation number in oxidation reaction will be equal to the total number of decreasing in the oxidation number in reduction. So what happened? We have to find out the change in the oxidation number, how it get changing. Okay, because one element can be reduced and one can decrease, means it can oxidize, because one is donating its electron and another one is accepting its electron. So there will be the change in the oxidation number. That is why generally we used to see change in the oxidation number. That is why the copper can exist in different oxidation state, hydrogen can exist in different oxidation state, even oxygen can exist in different oxidation state. Why? Because of the donation and acceptance of electron. So the main role is played by the electrons, the transferring of electron. The element which accept the electron, there will be the decrease in oxidation state, and the element that donates the electron, there will be the change in oxidation state. That is oxidizing and reducing, vice versa. Right?